There's a lot of anxiety coming to do business in this place, like moving from another country to another country. Um, I feel it, I see it. I hate using that word, but there's a lot of apprehension. And one thing I've noticed is, oh yeah, I'm covering the camera. One thing I've noticed is it's very difficult to foresee having an income before you move down, and that's the whole thing. It's difficult to foresee before you move down or move up. But if you trust in the process, eventually you could see something. I mean, I've had one inquiry here already and one for the building. Now, building, building, and building and renting out outright is a long-term game stuff, right? It's a long-term game. So I just bought some water from around the corner, and the gentleman asked me, "Am I the one? Do I know the person building?" I said, "Yeah, I know the person building it." And he said, "Can I ask them how much?" So I said, "Oh, yeah, I'll ask them." But and obviously, just trying to guess roughly how much this place goes for. Obviously, I'm I'm now asking the person renting, which doesn't make sense anyway. But anyway, just go with it. And he said, "You know what? You can take 500 Ghana cedis per month. That's how much you charge for it." And I said, "That's a bit. It sounds low." And he said, "Well, around here it's 500, 600, which is pittance, which is nothing. So therefore, if you was to kind of um, do something like that, if you was to build all of this and to be earning that tiny money, when are you even going to break even, right? When are you likely to break even based on that?" So it's going to take you years and years and years and years and years to kind of, because the amount of money I've just given this guy now, it's going to take me a long time just even to kind of make a little bit of money. So it looks to me like, let me sit down, enjoy the mountain view over there. It looks to me like building is very, very difficult. It's better than nothing, but boy, it's a hard sell. But the process, I'm trying to say, at least I'm getting inquiries now, right? I'm getting inquiries as a second person that's done it. Now, it might make me seem incompetent because I haven't thought about, I'm thinking about running it myself and also thinking about renting out. And someone's asked me and I haven't given an answer, so it makes me look bad. But it's not on purpose. It's only because I'm trying to figure one or two things out. But yeah, someone just asked me now. So once you start something, even though you can't foresee it, it does work. Eventually, you get response back. You get inquiries. You know, so even if something came out of it, just imagine that income that was you've been looking for, that you couldn't foresee, that you were frustrated in the past. Now all of a sudden, there's opportunities coming here. There's a chance to kind of do business as well, here as well. Airbnb comes into play. Now, when it comes to Airbnb, then you gotta spec the place out. Then now there's an issue because um, it costs more. It costs more. So that's what it looks to me like now. Like it's, even though it's difficult to foresee certain stuff, if you trust in the process, it will work. All the frustrations and everything, you know what? It will get to a point you'll be seeing these people and it's waving to them, depending on how the work go, and they're your friend, and you would have gone through so much stress with them. when they're collecting the money, because they really don't care. They're just there to just make up their money, and that's it, as much as possible. So all I'm trying to say is that trust in the process. Use people that are doing it. Use guinea pigs like me to foresee where you can get to, and then plan that way. You know, you can do. Yeah, he said he's looking for a 2 bedroom. I said it's 1 bedroom. He said yeah, he could do that. So all of a sudden, people are asking now. Now the money is a bit low, but I can do Airbnb on one side, and if I rented one of them, someone can kind of look at it as well. So it just means that there's a good debate whether business or not. I don't even know no more. But all I know is that once you force yourself to do something, you can now go up options of doing the business or not. Um, I'm now understanding that if you're going to build by the roadside, it looks to me like, because I went to my friends and it's not too far from the road, but not too close as well. And it's much more residential. So I could have done it at the back there as well, which is not too late as well. But, it takes, um, you learn through experience. Simple as that. You just learn through experience. So yeah, keep the process going. Um, Collaboration should work as well, but it's very difficult because everyone's scared of losing their money, especially I gotta say in Europe, UK people. I think money is harder to come by, so people find it harder to kind of everywhere should find it harder. But I think that it seems to me that the US people have a bit much more disposable income on the same career, so therefore they're able to kind of take much more of a risk. Because if you was gonna do any business here now, I reckon 10 grand you're noticeable. 10 grand you can have a lot of stock already. So if I brought five, someone brought five, but people are scared to lose their money. Same way, if there people wanted me to do it, I'll think about it as well. But some of it is guts, some of it is a bit risky, but that's what has to be done. You know, it has to be. You have to take that risk a bit, but it's difficult to tell someone to take the risk. Well, I'm taking the risk now, as you look can see as I'm talking about it. But for someone to come and take the risk as well, I would say do it because the building is sitting there. If I went to go and get a document and they want to know where your address, there's a high chance that there's a reason why, isn't it? Because the address is stationary. So I say if you do your a little bit of inquiries, you know that the person owns the place, the person is registered the place there. The chances are, unless they're going to take your 5 grand and go and sell the whole place, they're not going to bump you. Now, another thing they can do is obviously not. Then you can kind of get involved in the day-to-day business. I was going to say another way would be like not knowing how the day-to-day trading is, but you can come in there as well. How much has been bought? How much has been sold? But I think for all the people that are there that can't move here yet but willing to do business, I think you can partner with people. Partner with me. Partner with people as well. And then this you have the person. So every week, every month, I have 10 phones. Here's Free's money, and here's 7 sitting there. It's as simple as that. I just find it so simple. They're there. They're sitting there. There they are. If anyone can see any loopholes, let me know. That's how I see it. I can see like a large here. Yeah, I can see a little bit of a loophole. As I said, where the person won't let you know. But if the person is you're constantly seeing your stock, why not? But anyway, yeah, I can see that happening. I can see that being a way that you can make money. Now, another thing that could happen is if you didn't trust that the person hasn't sold it yet. So, for example, this area, if you started, it will take you about 6 months. If you came in hard, it will take you about 3 to 6 months for people to notice you because you've got so much stock, everyone knows about it, right? So if they come to that area, That's what needs to be done here. It needs like a 5 to 10, I say 10 to 15 um, investment of stock. Then everybody knows that when they come to you, you'll get that stock. Else, if you do it in small bits, which is also been my theory, doing small to see how it works. But if you're doing that small bits, if you're collaborating with somebody, right, then it makes it harder because you're not seeing a lot of income left as well. So I think people should consider that anyway. Anyway, I'll give you lot another update later. Okay, bye.